Alright, I'm going to make a video on how to get your seeds out of your tomatoes to save for next year's growing. So the first step is get you a tomato, cut it in half. Some people do it vertical, some people do it horizontal or vertical. So then you take the seeds and you have water in a bowl. You put the tomato in there, you squeeze it, get all the little tomato pieces out of it. The little seeds come out real easy, and as you can see, most of it's down in there. Here's another one right here, a little bit bigger. You can see all the tomato seeds in it. You just squeeze it. You can watch the seeds fall out of it. Splash a little bit. As you see, seeds are all gone out of it. Just squeeze it out and it's all down in there. And you just keep repeating that same process over and over till you get it all in there, and then you let it set for 3 or 4 days till all the pulp comes off of the seeds. And then you'll drain your water out of it little by little. All the good seeds will be at the bottom and all the bad seeds will float to the top. So you'll be able to just pour the water off, and then you'll set it on a plate. A lot of people are using paper towels and those filters that you use in your coffee or whatever, but I usually just set it on my plastic plate and let it dry out in the kitchen. And then inside of here, as you can see, I got some peppers over here too. Those are much easier. I'll open one of them up and show you. You just cut one of those in half and you'll see all the seeds in it. There you go. And those seeds don't have pulp. You can just really dig them out with your finger and just let them dry out on the plate. And you actually can let them dry within the same day, really. And then, like I said, I took the seeds and I put them inside here. See, they're all dried up, ready to plant for next year. And that thing actually has a little plastic top that has holes in it. It's an old garlic sprinkler. And then I just put that on there, and it has air on it. If you want to, you can put the lid on it, but if it's got more air in it, then it'll keep the stuff drier that way. And you kind of want to keep your bugs off of this stuff. That's why you need to cover these things up. Maybe you can use a paper towel over the top or something, whatever you decide that you want to use. But the main thing is you're just trying to separate the pulp off of the seeds of the tomatoes, and it takes a few days for it to come off. And there's some of my tomatoes on there. That one was kind of a little bit soft, so it kind of fell apart there, but I can still push it into the bowl and let it separate itself. Okay, I'll add a little bit later on how to rinse the stuff off and show you how it's done. And you'll just be using a strainer that the seeds can't go through. Maybe even use like a coffee strainer, and let all the water drain out of it. And then you set it out on, like I said, out on a plate and let it dry off. That way it doesn't get mold all over it, because if you leave the pulp on the seeds all winter long, you can get mold on it and kill all the seeds off. Okay, I'll add to it when I have the next part of the video. Here's the pepper all cut open, and you just pull out the center core of it and you get all the little seeds out, put it on the plate. Thought you might want to see how they look, how they come out of it. And it's so much more simpler than the tomato, because it doesn't have any pulp holding it. pull out that center core, and that's what has most of the seeds on it. I love peppers a lot more than I do the tomatoes. I just like to eat them more than I do tomatoes. And like, if you want to keep the pepper stuff, the pepper plant itself, then you can just cut all these pieces up, put them in some vinegar, and it will be preserved all winter long for you to eat. That way you don't waste the pepper at which you took all the stuff out. So there you go. Then just get you a pair of scissors and cut the pepper up into pieces, and you can put them in your stews and your chili, whatever you want to make. Add them to about anything. Add them to your refried beans. Make you some burritos out of them. Do the same thing with tomatoes. If you got all those extra pieces of the tomatoes, you can go ahead and make you a meal out of it, like making some spaghetti sauce or something. Add extra tomatoes. Okay, I'll add more to the video when the tomato seeds are dried up, or not dried up, when they're separated, and then I'll just strain it out and show you the straining process, and then how you rinse it all off. Okay. There's the pepper seeds all sitting on the plate, just in case you wanted to see what they look like. You just let them dry out, and then after they dry out, you separate them, and so that way they ain't sticking together all winter long till summertime comes around. Well, looks like snow coming down for the moose in the tree. Here is a jar of some of my stuff that I've been preserving. Actually using an old jar that had jalapeno peppers in it. So there that is. So I take the lid off. And you get you some of your kitchen shears. And you can leave them as whole pieces if you want, but I like them in small pieces. So you just sit there and cut them all up into different little small pieces. Then when I go to eat my burritos or whatever, I'll scoop them up, little pieces and stuff, and put them on the top, or put them in my chili or my soup beans. So, like I said, you take all the seeds out, and then you got all this left to still eat. I don't usually put whole peppers in there all together because they won't sink down into the liquid of the vinegar. I saved the seeds of the ghost pepper so they can grow some more next year. I only had one of those produce. Only had one of the plants. They say if you have more of the plants, then whatever's pollinating them will pollinate them more, because they'll be more attracted to it if you have more of them. Okay. So that's all the peppers, and this is what it looks like inside the jar. Get my out of the shadow. So it almost looks like tomatoes down in there. And you can put your lid on it, shake the contents of the peppers, shake it up, and get it all down in there better. And I got jalapenos in there. I got green peppers and sweet peppers. Actually, a few different kinds of peppers. Like I had some big old fat jalapeno peppers, and then some little bitty skinny ones. I don't know the name of none of them. I usually just start growing the stuff and then don't pay attention to what the name of them are after that. Just eat them. Okay, so I'll add to this video when the time comes to strain the tomato seeds. Okay, so I waited 5 days because I'm making the drain the tomato seeds video, and it's already been 5 days. I've wanted to wait till 3 or 4 days, but my job had me working an extra day for somebody else. So anyways, I'm getting to it now, and this is what you have the seeds in, and you want to, there's a little bit of seeds in there. I already drained it once. I wanted to get it on video draining it out, but anyways, you shake it up, and then you drain the extra water out. And I'm doing it outside because I don't want any of the pit stuff, and all the ones that are on the top is no good. That's the stuff you want to get rid of, so you can see the stuff's coming out of it. So I rinsed it again. You drain so much water out, get all the bad stuff off of it, and then all the good seeds are here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. Anyways, there's the good seeds there at the bottom. And I bought this little strainer thing because it's more mesh instead of trying to use the spaghetti strainer, because the seeds would just go out of the holes. So this is the little strainer thing that I bought that I'm going to pour the seeds in. So you just set it down in here like this, and then you pour the seeds and the water into it, and there's your seeds after all the pulp got off of it. I got a few more tomatoes that I want to get. These are just the cherry tomatoes, so you turn on, let me get it out of the way so it don't splash it all out of there. Trying to do with the camera and the spray thing so you can see it. So you turn the water on, you put it up underneath here, you let it get all the stuff off of it. Just keep rinsing it, and then you'll want to lay these seeds on a plate and let them dry all off. So this worked real good. No seeds went through the bottom of it. It's like a screen, like on the window. And this would probably be good to do spaghetti and stuff with too, but I'm just going to use it for this. I like my metal strainer that I got for my spaghetti. Okay, there's that. Then you just need to get a little plate. Knock some of the water off. Probably don't want to hit this on anything because it probably put dents all in it. It's just metal screen. So I don't have my lights on in my room, or in my kitchen. So just get a little plate here. Knock all the seeds off down on it. There's the seeds there. And I'll probably have to get my hands to, I'll just do these seeds for now. So you sit there and separate them little by little. Put them out and just let them dry. And then those will be ready for next year's planting. I'll just let them dry out here, and probably don't need to see no video of them being dry out all the way, but that's pretty much the process right there. And I'll upload this video and let you all watch it. And I know there's other people that's made videos of it. I just want to show myself doing it and look back myself, and other people that know me can look at it and see how to do stuff. Alright, thanks for watching.